Hi guys, and welcome to an Arcane 8 interview. My name is Zoia, and today I'm joined by Simon Loche, aka Knock Nos. How are you doing today, my friend?
I'm fine, thank you.
Well, what is your exact role here on the Breakaway team?
Art Director.
Art Director.
I'm trying to manage all the visual aspect of the game. So from concept art to 3D assets, visual effects, and UI. Whatever is art or visual related, it's my responsibility.
So you're the big boss. You're on top of everything.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So let's talk about how you get the artwork ideas, what your inspirations were, specifically when you're making a new warrior or a new map. Now, do you come up with the ideas as the art team? Do you think, oh, this would be really cool? You know, we saw this water map. You know, is that where you get your inspiration of, or does it come from like the devs when they like come up with an idea of a kit for a warrior, specifically Jara? Like, you know, do you say, okay, we see these abilities, let's create a character around it? How does that work with the design process?
Actually, we're trying to let the ideas come from anywhere. So sometimes, very often, it's coming from designers. They come with kits, and we're trying to figure out visuals for those heroes. Or lately, we've been working more with artists, just coming with their own proposals, and yeah, I think we're going to see more and more inspiration from. I would like to open this even to other members of the team. Yeah.
So early on, a lot of your warrior design was more generic. We were seeing, you know, regular pirates. You know, we're seeing, you know, very Spartan-looking warriors, and now we've transitioned to more unique and fun designs. Tell me about that thought process and why you guys made that switch.
Oh, you, the community, just told us, hey, that's good looking, but it's pretty vanilla.
Right.
It's an archetype, and we want to see something that is bolder. And we just listen to your feedback, and I think it's more successful now. Yeah.
Right. That's cool to hear. That's cool to hear that you guys are open to hearing the community and making quick, even massive changes as such as, you know, full character redesigns over just our feedback.
It was a short time, yeah.
Yeah, it was a short time. You guys pumped them out really quick. Let's go ahead and start talking about those hero changes. Let's just start off with Rollins. You know, Rollins is the most recent character reworked. He still has his name, unlike a lot of the other reworks. Yeah. He's still Rollins, but let's talk about who he was before and, you know, who he is now.
So before he was a kind of cowboy. Even if we kept most of his background and story and lore, we definitely changed the visuals. We dropped the cowboy hat. We made these guns even bolder. We introduced this cape that is flowing, and it's really working well, especially when it's sliding. Yeah, the general push for all the characters was to get them out of their archetype stereotype. So we completely erased the Western influence there, and this is
give more a sci-fi feel now.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Let's talk about the poster boy. You see him all over the banners. You know, it's kind of the face of Breakaway for a while. Originally called Spartacus, now he's known as Argos. He went through a pretty drastic change there too.
Yeah. People were really surprised when they saw it for the first time. Is that Spartacus? Yeah, we kept exactly the same skeleton, the same rig, but we redesigned it completely according to what we wanted him to do. We wanted him to be the fallen immortal, so this kind of, he looks pretty statuesque. I don't know how you say that in English exactly, but he's not a simple gladiator anymore.
Right.
He is the figure of, he's now the figure of the game, and you see his heart like almost beating inside of his chest. His chest is broken. You will know more about the character and his lore later. We will probably say more about him, but yeah, the fallen immortal actually should already tell you a lot about him. Yeah.
And in our other interviews as well, you will see us talk a bit more about the lore and the world of the story, so go ahead and check that out. Our next on our list, though, is one of my favorite characters from before, Bonny. She is now even cooler than she was before, Kyra. Talk about how you went through that transition.
So she was a pirate, and we tried so many things with her. We tried even a kind of like in Pirates of the Caribbean, we tried to have her like more coming back from the dead, and she was half undead, half fish, this was not really working well, and just because we were just trying to save the idea of a pirate, it was not working. So we completely changed our mind and we said, okay, what? And we had this Atlantis Atala Prime map, and we said, hey, what about if we could relate now some of the characters to the maps, and that's why we went for this with this idea of an Atlantean guard. Atlantis is not Atlantis anymore; it's
Right.
its own thing. But yeah, this fishy eye on her head, and she looks. Yeah,
She looks cool.
Yeah, she looks pretty cool, and now I agree.
Yeah, I can't wait till we start getting more lore about her. Now, let's talk about another one of the big faces of Breakaway. Let's talk about Black Knight. Black Knight just recently made the change to Merrick.
Yeah, I explained in the dev blog pretty clearly why we went with those visuals. Actually, all his kit set is about bringing opponents and people to him. So we wanted him really to convey the idea that he's taking you and devouring your energy. That's why we combine this idea of teeth and kind of vortex inside of his abdomen mouse. Yeah, I'm extremely proud of this redesign because I think it's pretty powerful.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree. It looks sick. Merrick looks pretty crazy. Let's talk about my personal favorite character I play the most right now is now Sai, formerly known as Victor. Talk about that change because he took a completely different change from his previous form.
Yeah. Common point is they're both crazy characters, and I love so much. In his previous version, I love so much the animation.
Yeah.
Just because he was jumping around and
the way he
doing crazy
walked.
moves, the way he walked and slide. So I wanted to keep the craziness of the character, and I couldn't find a better idea than having him not as a scientist anymore, but almost as a cultist. He's completely in love with his deity, with his god. He's got even his effigy on his back, and just because of his love and attention to his god, is getting his power and his energy from him, right?
That's really
Yeah.
cool.
So the craziness was the key word on this redesign again.
And then not just for the Warrior reworks, we also recently received a map rework, and I think it looks awesome. Tell me about the changes that went into Shrine of Argos.
Yeah, once again, I think it's pretty much what we try to do with all the characters. We said, hey, why can't we just like make the maps more epic and feel more magic? Because all this world is related to arcane magic and magic. So we introduced floating rocks around, and we wanted this space to feel otherworldly, where the previous one was more rooted and grounded, I would say, in reality.
Right.
That's pretty much the big motivation behind the redesign of Shrine of Argos. Yeah.
Well, I think it looks great. I think most of the community
Thank you.
feedback has been the same as well. That's all the questions we have for you today. Is there anything you want to say to the community or all the fans watching at
I
home?
hope that you will all play Breakaway this weekend and have fun.
Yeah, well, you can sign up for Breakaway at playbreakaway.com. Sign up for the alpha. There's alpha tests almost every weekend right now. Make sure you hop in and enjoy that. You can also follow the channel here at RK&A. Just hit that follow button and enjoy our content because guess what? Lots of Breakaway stuff coming at you guys. But thanks everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you guys in the next
Thank you
video.
so much.